Today we are here with the Fission Uranium at his booth with the CEO and chairman of the company, Dev Randhawa. So we would like to have a few questions to ask him. Hi Dev, how are you doing?
Well, thank you for having me. I'm doing good.
Yes, Dev. So why don't you just give us a quick intro about your company, Fission Uranium?
Fission Uranium is entirely focused on developing the Triple R project, or called the PLS project, in Saskatchewan. We've done our PEA, waiting for pre-feasibility, and we will move towards production 2025-26. We're owned 20% by a Chinese SOE called CGN, which I consider the best uranium group in the world. So we're very proud to have them as a partner. They invested $82 million into our company, and I think this Chinese SOE is the best there is at what they do. So we're very proud to have them as 20% to help us develop our project.
Sure. So uranium, I know, has some challenges in the past few years, and we see some positive things happening recently. So can you comment a bit about how the uranium market will do, and also how the major companies like chemicals, performance been doing quite well? So maybe we are seeing another uranium bull market?
Well, I think it started last year. Cameco shut down MacArthur, and that was about 20 million pounds. So what's the best thing for low uranium prices? Low uranium prices. It forces people who were supplying it to stop supplying it. And that's what happened. Kazatomprom decided to drop their production about 10%, some say 12%, which is important because they were 40% of the market. And then you have Cameco, which shut down MacArthur, a super high-grade mine. They actually shut it down, and that was like they laid off 2,000 people, which is a lot for that group. So that's what you need. You need supply to drop, and they drop by shutting down MacArthur about 15 to 20 million pounds gone. So we're seeing what we need to see. When you have a bad market, you need supply to drop. The demand continues to rise. China announced 4 more licenses. Saudi Arabia, Middle East. The story of uranium is really west versus east. The west is going to stay flat, might drop 1 or 2, but the growth is all in India and China. And China's not doing it because they care about our polar bears. They care about clean air in Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, and all those areas. So I think the price will do better this year in the second half. We've had a hiccup where a couple of U.S. utilities called Petition 232, they want the U.S. to buy 25% of their uranium internally. That's caused uncertainty. And that means the buyers in the U.S. are going, I don't know whether to buy, should I wait till April 15th? So I think that uncertainty will really help, and I think it's really going to make the spot prices move.
Thank you. Can you just maybe going back to your deposits, we'd like to know a bit more about the recent drilling programs from your deposit. Maybe you can comment a bit how's the results so far progressing?
Yes, well, it's a unique, first of all, let's back up. It's the most unique uranium project in the world. Prior to PLS, deposits in the basin were high grade, big, Canada, but they were deep, 500 meters or even a kilometer down. Okay? However, for the first time in 50, 60 years, we have a deposit that is big, high grade, now right at surface, 50 meters. You got this big blob of uranium, and that really matters economically because you get that blob out of there, next thing you know, you paid for the whole mine already. That's why our rate of return showing in the PEA is like less than a year and a half, 1.4 years. So it's right close to surface. And the importance of that is that you will be able to do an open pit, right? An open pit does a number of things. One, it's quicker. You can dial, if you want more pounds, you just dig more. But also it opens us up to be taken over by more than Cameco, because it's an open pit. So at the end of the day, we know what we're good at. People who bought our first share of Strathmore back in 2005, today look in their account and they have 4 different companies in it. You'd have Energy Fuels, Denison, Fission 3.0, and us. So not many exploration companies I know give dividends. Yes. We have. Yeah.
So can you maybe add a bit on the jurisdiction? Why do you think Athabasca Basin is a world-class for uranium exploration and mining?
Well, I call it the Saudi Arabia of uranium because we have a unique geological setting where we had this like a milkshake on top, and then we had a hard rock. And where they touch is called the unconformity. It's a unique place in the world. And everywhere else in the world, the grades are generally 0.1, that's about it. We're 2% average in the basin, so it's 20 times better. And it's weird that it's like that. But secondly, we've had 60 plus years of uranium mining with Cameco. So Cameco has really set the standard. They were the government for a while, so they've set the standards. We have to follow in their footsteps. At the end of the day, that's all there is. So you can't beat a better place to be in uranium.
Exactly. So maybe you can add, you mentioned a bit about your partner, the CGN Mining, the China state-owned companies. What is it that they do and help to generate more shareholder value for your company and beneficial to Fission Uranium?
Well, having them as a partner has helped us open doors in Hong Kong. I think they know what it takes to mine, so I think they'll be able to help us go to mining, financial access, technical access, financial access. So those are three key areas where I think CGN is helping us, is opening doors financially, writing checks themselves, and because they spent over $2 million on due diligence before they bought into us, they've done a lot of homework and it's really given people a stamp of approval because they're very high standards.
So in summary, would you like to tell the audience why investors should consider investing in Fission Uranium right now and what kind of milestones are they looking for in the next 12 months?
Sure. Well, I think to build a story for us, Fission, you have to build a story for nuclear clean energy. I believe that you'll see more and more nuclear. See, in countries where they're not worried about elections, they just do the math and go, we need this. We got to have more energy. We need clean energy. And that's what nuclear does. So I think the growth of energy, growth for clean energy, really helps the nuclear story. So why is Saudi Arabia, why are the Emirates building reactors, right? Unfortunately, the West, we're a bit stuck because we have so many choices. But because politicians are trying to win elections. Leaders over there are trying to prepare their countries. Two different views of how to run your energy business.
Thank you for your time, Dev.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Please scan the QR code to log on NAI500 website and follow us on social media to get regular updates on the Chinese language North American market news, CEO interviews, trends, and investment opportunities. Click subscribe to our channel to watch more interviews and presentations.